Great. So let's continue the game. Let's continue the game. So now we know the production units and we know the materials that we need. So let's see. We are now going to the material purchases itself. So that one, I finally land on material purchases. So the next line, I'll write the material purchases. So this is the heading. I've written it already so that you have to begin. So material purchases. So I bring the material. We'll talk about material. Material A, material B, and then material C. Then what I have to do is this. Now, I have to bring the material usage. First thing, material usage. What's the total material that I need? For A, we said they need 32. For B, they need 24. For C, they need 16. And then what do I do again? I start examining. Now, with this, it follows the same principle. Less any open inventory, open stock of material, less it. Add closing stock. Why do you add closing stock of material? Why do you add the closing stock of material? You add closing stock of material because that one you have to buy it. Why do you subtract the open? You have to subtract the open because you don't need to buy it. You have to get these two items and then you bring them in. We are done. So if there's any of this material, maybe the material A, you have some of the material A available. That's the open inventory. Subtract, we don't need to buy those ones. We are not going to buy. So that's why we are subtracting. So let's go to the question. If you have open inventory and closing inventory. They say something here. Open inventories of raw materials is as follows. They say open. I am interested in the unit, not the amount. What are they? We are dealing with units for now. For now, we are looking for the unit. We will come to the amount later. So 25, 20, and 15 respectively. A, B, and what? C. So we go and then put them in. Let's go and put them in the calculation. So open inventory is 25,000. I'll subtract what again? 15, 15 and 10, 20 and 15. So that's 2015. So 20,000 and then 15,000. Then left the closing inventory. So let's locate where the closing inventory will be. And then after bringing the closing inventory, I think we are basically, we are done. Please. No, so okay, so let's go and pick the closing inventory from the question. They say something here, so interesting. The closing inventory of each category of raw materials is expected to be at a level sufficient to meet half of the production requirement for the next quarter. Half of the production requirement for the next quarter. You know, we are in quarter what? Quarter 3. This budget is for quarter 3. What is the evidence? Yes, let's put this evidence. Prepare budget for the raw material purchases for the Wash Year Limited for the 3rd quarter of 2019. So what you are doing is for quarter 3. So that means you have to keep the inventory level so that the following quarter they can also get it will be 50% or half of the production requirement. Now let's go to the board and go and analyze this. If quarter 3 they need 32,000 for material A. Quarter 4 they also need still 32,000. Why? Still the same. because they say constant uniformly. That 8,000 that we use, we've assumed that every quarter is going to be the same for 2019 uniformly. But they say something there that Washi Limited plans to produce and sell 32,000 bottles of hand sanitizer for 2019, distributed equally for each of the 4 quarters. So that means each quarter is the same. Everything, each quarter the same, each quarter the same, each quarter the same. So the usage is going to be the same, production the same, sales the same. So the usage for the 3rd quarter is the same as the usage for quarter 4, so that we can find half of it. So if this quarter 4 is still going to be 32 as this, then we can still find half. So half of 32, half of 32 give us what? 16, right? Oh yes, so you add. Then you move on. Good. Go to B, product B. Half of 24 will give us half of 24. That will probably give us half of 24. Half of 24 will give us 12, right? Half of 16 will give us 8,000. And then we add them. So basically, that is how we find the material purchases. So that is all about material purchases. So material purchases will be in terms of units. So they should acquire, so you add them, 32 minus 25 plus 16. So this and this will give us 48, right? So that's 23,000. Agreed. That's 23,000. This one to this one give us 4. That's 16,000. This and this one to that's 1,000, 9,000, right? Agreed. Good. So this is the material purchases. So this is what is go and buy. It's go and buy 23,000 units. Then you find for the material price. Material price per unit. So that we will know the quantum, the monetary value. So now what is the material price? Let's go and pick the prices. That's all. And that's the end of the game. 12 marker question. So let's go and pick the material price. The material price is what? They said the price, purchase price for all raw materials during 2019 are expected to be 25% higher than the prices reflected in the open inventory. Prices reflected in the open inventory. Prices reflected in the open inventory. So 25% higher than. So that means we should find the prices of the open inventory and increase it by 25%. That is it. And what's the price? You can get a price from here. If material A, they are saying that they have 25,000 units available, but the amount involved is what? 150,000. So each one will be what? Then you increase that price by what? By 25% before you multiply. So that is what we are going to do. Okay, so let's go and do that working somewhere. So that's working number 1. You go and do it somewhere and then bring the answer in. Okay, so let's do that working somewhere here. I'll bring it back. So together, current prices. So you are calculating the current material prices. So current material price, no shortcut, maybe A, B, and then C. So previous price, so the price that they are charging. Yeah, I got 6 cities. How do I got 6 cities? We had a 6 by dividing what? 150,000 cities divided by 25,000. She give me 6 cities. It means that each unit cost was 6 Ghana cedis. For material bill, what? For that will be 40 divided by 20. So that's 2 cedis. And then 30 divided by 15, also 2 cedis, right? So 2 cedis. So the remaining ones are 2 cedis. So 2 cedis and 2 cedis. And they said we should increase it by 25%, so 25% higher. So increment or increase the bracket by 25%. So increase all this by 25%, or multiply all this one by 25%. Wow, good news. So all this by 25%. So this one give us 1.5, right? If you, let's say we should increase, then we add. Then the 25% of 2 will probably give us 0.5. Will be 0.5, so that will be 0.5. And 25%, yes. 25%. So 0.5. Then we add, because the same is higher than by this. So new price or current price. Current prices, that will be 7.5, 2.5, and 2.5. That is all. So we'll bring them in here as 7.5, 2.5, and 2.5. Putting all this together is what we will determine as what? The total material purchases. In monetary value, what we have here is units. What I want to, if you multiply these two together, you get what? The monetary version. Let's go there. I believe strongly that can take this section off. Going but I like the answer so. Okay, so we had a 1.5 by multiplying 25% by 6. They say we should increase it. So after multiplying by 25, you have to increase by adding it back to it. And then Q2 we multiply by 25%, we have 0.5. C2 multiply by 25%, we have 0.5. Perfect. So basically that is it. Okay. So I want to take just the top here. Let me take slowly. Slowly. I believe by now you are done it. So this one give us material purchases into bracket value. Don't forget. Or to sort yourself out, just put Ghana cedi here. That means all these figures are in cities. This one is in cities. All these ones are in cities. So let's now do the multiplication. You had sorry, let's go back a little. How did we get a 6 cities? These 6 cities and these 2 cities. We pick the amount from the question. They are saying that the purchases price for all raw materials during 2019 are expected to be 25%. higher than the prices reflected in the open inventory. So we pick this open inventory, and then the amount is 150,000. We divided it by 25,000. Then we had a 6,000. So that's the price per unit. That's the previous. Then we add the increment to it. Then we get the current one. Good. Okay, so I like that. Okay. Okay, so in fact, someone wrote down about it's gone. So we have it here. So 23 by 7.5 should probably give us something like 172,500 Ghana cedis. You don't want to line it because you are done. 16,000 by 2.5 should give us plus 24,000. Should give us 24, no, 32 plus 8,000. That's 40,000. That's 40,000. I'm multiplying. Then 18,000 plus 4,005. That's 22,500. Double 19. Then, in fact, there must be a third column where we can show the total. So we can use overall total. This plus this is in monetary form. The overall total. Overall total will be this one plus the other one, and then plus the other one, two, all the three put them together. Okay. That's that. So that's 235,000. Okay. 235,000. That's the total, overall total. It's in Ghana cedis. But now we are done with. And this qualify you for 12 marks. That's the last sentence question. Qualify for 12 marks. I like the answers. Yes. Great. Let's qualify for 12 marks. But there are more questions that we have to look at them. So I will bring some material, about two of them, about two materials. Then we will look at each of them. Now, what level is cash budgets? For cash budgets, I'll give a specific trial about two questions, which we do have videos on them. So we just have to go through those ones and then we add them. So take notes of that. So then also fine, reasonably. Okay, so we are going to look at for this particular questions. For cash budgets, the format has been provided in here. Don't forget about it. Then so for functional budgets, I'll give only one trial. You're going to do what we call similar, a question called similar. Sim and me and la or similar. So let's go. That's question 6, 7 or so. Question 6, 7, one of them. Question 6, 7. Yes, it's question 7. Need limited. This is ICA 2014 November past question. 2014 November. So similar to that se, me, and then la. That's the product. Okay, so you said Ni Limited manufactured 3 products called SI, MI, and La. The information given below relates to the month of October. So these are the quantities. So these are the sales units. In fact, forgive me, the arrangement has scattered a little, but these are the products. These sections is for the, this is the units, the budgeted units. This is the selling price, 1896 and then 104. Materials used in the company's products are, so these are the materials used. The materials are material MA, material MB, and material MC. So A, B, C. Good. Unit costs are there. This one that we calculate by ourselves. Quantity in use. Okay, so that means if they want to produce a unit of product SI, they need 5. They have to use 5 of material MA in order to produce. Good. And then the rest are there. Then they have a finished goods stock. So, and they have a raw material stock. This is the opening inventory, this is the closing inventory. It has been given straightforward. Don't need to calculate for it. All of them will be given to you. And then it's required. Prepare the following functional budget for the month of October. Sales, quantity, and then value, including total value. Production quantities, material usage in quantities, then material purchases in quantities and value, including total value. So the total value is what we need here. This is the total value we're looking for, including, this is the quantity, this is the value, and this is the total value. Thank you. So that's how we required the solution or the answer, the overall. Kindly tell us. Then B, explain the term principal budget factor as used in budgeting control, and give 3 examples from financial institutions. I like that. So if you come and tell us raw material off track, come and tell us raw material off track. Financial institution, mostly you have to tell us something like customer, facility, equipment, technology. Yes, technology. And labor, staff, of course. So kindly try that one for me. And question 8 is coming from directly, it's coming from the one of your past questions. So that Cheng and then Jeng. Yes. So, and this one too has also been solved in the video. In fact, all these questions have been solved. So question 7 and question 8 has been solved. So if you are going through the video, the specific ones, so can you run to the budget section? Run to the budget section. Run to the budget section. Budget, where are you? Budget, show yourself. Budget, where are you? Okay, budget is here. So if you go through this, it should be fine. Introduction, tell us something small about budget and what you need to know, the type, the theories, all the theories have been gathered there. Then this functional budget, this particular question is what I'm giving out. The question 7. Where's the question 7? This question 7, the one that we are looking after, this particular question, New Limited, is the part 2, and then continuation part 3, and then there was a particular question, question 8. Your question, the one that we are showing, is in this. Then the part 7 contains a full section for your past question. That's the question 8. We're about to end the game. So there's a question here. Oh, sorry, you can't see what was sharing. This particular one. This was the one that I was sharing. I think the network was. Okay, so great. Now we are done with the functional budget. If you're able to go through these 2 questions, I think it should be fine. But my target is this question. the new limited. Please, it's a bit straightforward. It explains everything. Then when you're done, you do as if you're not doing, you go through this one. All of them, the solutions are in the video there. Then you are done. Then you go to cash budget. For cash budget, I need I think question 6 or question 7 will do. Where's the cash budget? Cash budget. Why? Show yourself. Show thyself approve. Okay. So you are going to try 2 questions under the cash budget. You are doing question 4. 4M Fabrication Company. Yeah, that's the question 4. You are trying that cash budget for us. Kindly try. Kindly try. And for those of you who try, smile. Realize that you were asked to prepare the monthly cash budget for the month ending December. For the 4 months ending December. So 4 months ending December. September, October, November, December. Good. Advise the managing director on the steps to ensure efficient use of idle cash balances. They could invest them, right? And they could invest them. They can also pay a dividend. Then explain 4 benefits of derived from the preparation of cash budget, right? Which is assuming the last certain case. And that's the question that we are looking at it here. Briefly explain 4 main uses of cash budgets. That's it. Uses of cash budget. And that's the explain 4 benefits derived from the preparation of cash budget. Look at this question for me. Yes. Then after this question, then you look at only another question again. Which question? There's a question that has 70,000 in it. This particular question. There's question 5. KK Limited. KK. So I need 2 questions from you on the cash budget. Yes. If you want to get every part of cash budget, just relax yourself. Start from the video part 8 going. So part 8 talks about cash budget. Look at it, how we got it. Look at part 9 and part 10. At least if you're able to go through any of these, there are 3 different questions that I've solved. All of them are in the handout. So if you look for any of them, can you pick them? And then there's another one too here. So when you're done, please try these 2 questions that I am asking for. So maybe if you're able to do that, and then that is the budget, end of the budget. And please look at the break-even tool for me. You can go through these 2 videos. I think it should be fine. Just come through, and then we are fine. Okay, so on Friday, we'll look at corporate governance, and then to be uploaded. Okay.